Batbird55 here with my second figure review. If you've watched my figure review of the Creeper, you would know that this time it's the DC Classics Riddler figure. This is not the first Riddler figure they've made, but the second. The first was more of a traditional Riddler with a suit and a hat, and wasn't quite so muscular. I actually prefer this one because it has more of a build on it, and I think it looks pretty cool. And plus, I like the question marks all over his suit. And this one was actually in the wave with the Bane, which is my favorite DC Classic Builder figure. I have that around here somewhere. I'll get to that before too terribly long. And so, let's get started. So, as I mentioned, second Riddler figure, Bane series. I believe I got this at Comic-Con for about $35. It's usually probably about 50 or 60 if you get on Amazon. And he is standard DC Classics body. Doesn't have any unusual articulation like the Creeper had. Standard articulation, except as always he has a new sculpt for a head, and he does have shading, which is a bit unusual for this series. And the question marks are very well painted. You can definitely see their question marks, not any smears or anything. It's very good. And he does come with one accessory. It's this staff, which he can hold in his left hand, but not his right, because his right's more as a fist, so you can't really open it. But the second one does hold it rather nicely, although he pretty much has to hold it right on this part, because otherwise it kind of falls out of his hand, and it still does anyways, a little bit when it's on this part, but fits his hand pretty well for the most part. See, like that. And this is one of my favorite DC Classics, actually. It's one of the second one I got, actually. The third I got. And yeah, he's definitely worth the money. I would say I would definitely recommend you try and get him if you're a collector. You can definitely get him into some great poses. See, this is a pretty good pose, and it's very simple, basic, standard. Not at all hard to get into. But if you want to get, they have these flying stands, and if you want to get some of those, you can get into some jumping poses. You can do all sorts of things. I have a few of those somewhere, and I might get them out, and show some poses with them eventually. If you like, if you think that's a good idea, you can comment and tell me to. Now, one thing I would like to add is the little dot on the question mark. If you ab crunch them down really low, you can't really see the dot, and if you do it high, it's kind of weird looking, but it's not that odd like this, because it's almost like the fabric in his suit stretching. So I wouldn't really recommend bending them down like this. Not that you would want to anyways, but you get into like like come at me, or you can have them kind of just like a battle cry pose almost. And that's about it. It's definitely a good figure, definitely worth getting. I would recommend getting it. But before we go, I would like to tell you that I'm not only going to be doing DC Classics, I will also be doing real toys, Marvel Legends, Star Wars Black, He-Man, Master Universe Classics, and I'll do things like G.I. Joes and stuff like that, a few McFarlane toys, some play arts, and just stuff like that in general. But if you have anything you'd like for me to do, just like I said, just comment, and I'll do my best to get it done. So, and like I said, before long, I'll be posting another video. If you'd like, I can do something else, maybe Marvel Universe, something like that. But definitely we'll do more than just DC Universe. So, this about it for this time, guys. So, subscribe, and I'll catch you later.